In this video, I'm going to be talking about the single most important thing you can do to make sales.
Hey, I'm Lee Meyer, and I'm the founder of Listing of Freedom and the Empowered Reseller. And I help clothing resellers make more money without hustling harder. Let's get started.
All right, so I'm Lee, and I've sold thousands of items on eBay and other platforms. I've made over $100,000 net profit flipping used clothes and other items on sites like eBay, Poshmark, and Mercari. And there's one thing I could place a bet on is that you want to be in the business of selling things and not just collecting things, not just seeing things sit around and collect dust, but you actually want to make money. Am I right? If so, then this video is for you. Before we jump in and get started, I want to give you a free gift just for being here. And this is my list of keywords that sell. This is a list of over 300 different clothing related keywords that you can use in your listings to get them found as well as sold. You'll find a link to grab this free resource in the description below this video. You see, so many people think that building a successful reselling business is all about growing a following, growing people who are liking your store, following your store, and going to be repeat customers. And that's just not how most sales work. Unless you're in a niche category selling only one type of thing, if you're a variety seller like most resellers are, you're probably going to have most of your sales come from people who are brand new to you and who are not coming back as repeat customers. You probably have a variety of different items, a variety of different styles, a variety of different sizes. And because of that, you're not going to get the same maybe repeat business as someone who is selling, say, only vintage purses. That niche seller may get repeat customers because they're selling that specific type of item and only that item. But for you, this video is going to be really important because this is the one way that buyers and shoppers find your items. In fact, this is the single most important thing that you can do if you want to make sales. Yes, we could talk about SEO or search engine optimization, but really what it all comes down to is using keywords in your listings. This is the primary way that buyers find your items. They're probably not just scrolling. They're probably not just randomly searching through listings. They've gone to whatever platform they're shopping on and they've entered certain words in the search bar. They've entered certain keywords. And the listings that match the most closely are going to be the most likely to get shown to that shopper. But before you say, okay, this is basic, I know how to do this, I want to share with you some items that have sold for an outrageous amount, all because of the keywords that were used. Items like this Hollister shirt that sold for almost $100, all because of the keywords used. Or this sweater that sold for $50 because of the keywords. Or this basic striped green sweater that sold for $69 because of the keywords used. Now, I'm going to break down for you exactly the 5 types of keywords that every good title has, but there are multiple places that you can use keywords, specifically 4 places. First up, there's the title, the description, item specifics, as well as tags. If the platform that you're listing on does not have a tag component, you can put tags right in your description as a list of keywords. So what are the 5 types of keywords that you should be using? Well, I can probably bet that you're using 4 of these, and the 5th one is where that magic comes in. Now, the first that you are probably using is the brand of the item. I've got an amazing resource, a complete library of over 750 brands that are selling for over $20. But it doesn't come down to just brands. And this is where that 5th type of keyword comes in. And it can take those items that maybe haven't made that $20 cutoff for big money brands. They're not a big name brand, but they take that item and elevate it. They help you get more money for it. It's just like some of the sold items that I just showed you. They can sell for a lot of money just because of this fifth type of keyword that's used. But I'm getting just a little ahead of myself. So in addition to using the brand as part of your title, you're also going to want to use who the item is for. Is it for men? Is it for women? Is it unisex? Is it for kids or girls or boys? Put that in your title so that the right person can find that item. You also want to include the type of item that it is. Is it a cardigan? Is it a duster? Is it a vest? Is it shorts? What is that item? You're also going to want to include characteristics of that item. Is it high waist? Is it bell sleeve? Is it V-neck? Is it a paper bag top? What are the physical features that you can see on that item that you could describe for your customer? Use those as keywords wherever you can use keywords, and especially in the title of your items. And the fifth and final type of keyword that you can use, this is where the magic can happen. This is that magical keyword. This has to do with the look and the feel of the item, the aesthetic. It's not anything that you can maybe quantify. It's not any specific feature that you could point to. It's the trend, the fashion, the look of that item. It's things like boho, goth, punk, or Victorian. Those are the look, the aesthetic, the style of the item. And these are those magical keywords, those keywords that get your items in front of the right buyers and get your items sold. Because these types of keywords are a little bit harder to quantify, a little bit harder to put your finger on and say, oh yes, that's what it is, I've put together a keyword guide for you that goes through over 70 different style-based keywords to use in your listings. It's called Keywords That Sell, and it features tons and tons of photos. It's a visual guide so you can get a quick understanding of the look of these different style keywords. I've even included some hot solds pages where you can see items that have sold for a lot of money, just like the ones that I showed you at the beginning of this video, where they sold for a lot of money just because of the style-based keywords that were used. You don't need to understand search engine optimization. You don't need to understand how the algorithms work, but you do need to use keywords in your listings if you want to get your items sold. And so remember to use brand keywords, as well as who the item is for, what it is, features of that item, as well as that look, the aesthetic, the trend, the style of that item as well. And when you use all 5 of these keywords together, that's going to be your best bet to get your items in front of buyers and get them sold and out the door. Thanks for watching, and see you soon.